Dragon Raja is a new MMORPG that just released. Starting a new game can be a bit overwhelming with what to do. Look no further, I'm going to help you out with the best tips and tricks for Dragon Raja. I'm going to give you guys the best tip for gaining experience and leveling, the best way to increase your pet's experience, the best way to free up inventory space, and lots of other goodies. If this is your first time to my channel, you are missing out. Make sure you check out the description down below for some additional badass MMORPG content. You won't be disappointed. With that being said, let's dive right in. Are you wondering how people are level 52 and above after 2 days? This is how. Instead of going to the training grounds to gain experience, after you've done all of your daily quests, you're going to want to go to the events tab and then the trial tab, and then you're going to want to go to Dragon Hunt. This is the fastest way to gain experience. After you've done all your other dailies and quests and you've used up all your experience, this is the fastest way to gain experience in Dragon Raja. I gave you the best tip first, so that way you knew I was legit. Tip number 2, another way to gain experience, is by going to your ally tab and then go to bounty at the bottom. You can refresh these bounties for yellows and purples. You're going to want to refresh these and do the yellows and purples. When you do these, you can also select specifically which one it is. So courageous or leader. At the top, it tells you which one to pick. Don't do rarity. Always pick either the middle or the right one and then pick the allies from that batch. So make sure you do the purple or above allies. You can refresh them and then make sure you pick the correct ally when dispatching them. Tip number 3, how to gain experience from your club. So if you go to the club tab and then go to the events tab at the way bottom, you'll actually be able to see the hacker events. The hacker events will allow you to select different bounties to go on. These bounties allow you to gain experience. The higher the bounty level, so gold, purple, blue, green, the higher the level, the better experience you get. So you also can refresh this on the bottom right with gems. So you want to make sure that you always do, purples and above. That way you get the most experience and the most bang for your buck from those. If you notice, this is weekly and you can do 50 per week. These are timed. You don't actually have to go and do them manually. They are auto completed over time. You can go and do them quicker if you want the experience to try to level up quicker. And these do refresh every night. To do your scenery, you go to the world map and then you see the purple circles on the map, or you can scroll on the right and it actually gives you the option to select scenery. You select the scenery, and when you go to the scenery, you can actually take a picture at the scenery. After you take a picture at the scenery, it gives you antidote points. These antidote points can then be traded in and used for different items like gems. It gives you rewards for. It just gives you a bunch of different various rewards. You do also get this for completing achievements as well. You do have to hit the red dot on the queue up there to get to the tail section. Once you're there, you can actually go to the tail section and you go to the view tab up there, and you can actually see the different quests you get, and then you hit the rewards and you actually trade it in and get gems. So I did get 50 gems for this. So I can go and take pictures on every single part of the map. Has pictures, the purple circles, or if you scroll on the bottom, you can get to the scenery. As you complete these, the more pictures you take, you get rewards. So you could go out there and just do all these, bang all these out, and just get a ton of free stuff. Tip number 5, collecting your reward from Dragon Slayer. A lot of people don't realize you have to do this. So you actually have to go to the events tab, then go to trial, then go to Dragon Slayer. You manually walk up to this guy, and then in the bottom right, you'll see the reward tab down there. You got to actually go in there and claim this. I know a bunch of my guildmates forgot to do this, so I figured I'd share that tip. Are you tired of not being able to accept quests or receive rewards because your inventory is too full? Then put it in your depot. It's super simple. There's a ton of storage space in there. You just go to your inventory tab, then go to the depot tab, move anything over that you're not going to use right away, and it'll free up a ton of storage for your space. As you level up, you will also get additional storage space, but in the meantime, utilize your moving storage, your depot. If you're a free-to-play player, finding a good ally is hard to come by. They are giving us this juvenile event that's going on right now. On 4th day, they are giving us a 5-star ally. So don't use any of your experience on your current allies unless they're above 5-star. And otherwise, you are getting a really, really good one on day 4. Tip number 8 has to do with your pet. At level 50, you unlock your pet. I strongly recommend you doing it right away. It adds a lot of rating, a lot of stats that you need. You can level up your pet. I recommend strongly going and getting potions. If you haven't stockpiled potions, you can buy potions from the shop. I know it uses gems, but it is important to level up your pet to level 100 as soon as possible, and pets do give a lot of rating. Every class has a stat that it needs to focus on. To find this for your class, you hit the exclamation mark in the bottom right of the info screen, the role screen here. You can see that my class needs Con, Strength, and INS. I am a Blade Master. So go check out that tab. You can see it in the General and the Advanced section. Each class does require different stats. World bosses have a chance to drop purple gear. Purple gear is typically better than what you're wearing now, so it's going to increase your rating. To find the world bosses, they do appear at various times. You can see it on the world map here, highlighted in red there. Once you select the highlighted red section and run to it, you'll actually run up to this gentleman here. You do want to make sure that you have your vision mode activated, which is right underneath your avatar icon in the top left. Once your vision mode is activated, you can see that black little blob above me there. You can select on that and you'll be able to go to the world boss. The world boss, like I said, does have a chance to drop purple gear. This guy is really hard. He's a lot higher than my rating, so he hits really hard. He is the hardest world boss, I believe, at the moment. I know there is a few. This is just how you get to one of the world bosses. You want to ride roller coasters and go to the amusement park? You go to the world map, and at the top you'll see Fun Fair. Once you're at Fun Fair, you get the different options to ride the carousel, the Ferris wheel, or the roller coaster like I showed you guys at the beginning. It's just cool little fun side things you can do. You can do it with friends. I think it helps increase your bond level with them. The next tip has to do with your career. Whether you choose cuisine or superstar, I strongly recommend you using your stamina every day. You can, if you go to the home tab at the top there, you can see ingredient, cook ability, or menu ability. You want to make sure you level those up, so that way I got mine leveled up. I am now a chef's assistant. I did get all those leveled up, each one of those. If you go to the Go tab on the right of each one of those, it actually takes you to this section, so food, cooking, or recipe, and you either have to go to and cook up some soup or go and watch some media, as like this one makes you watch some stuff, or the deviled eggs makes you go to a rock and I believe read a book. You can level those up, and then once you level those up, you do get the different rewards. There's some gems and some other goodies there. Your mount can add a lot of rating. There's a couple different things you can do. You can spray paint your mount to make it different colors. This spray paint would add P attack and M attack plus 40 plus a lot of HP. To do that, you can actually buy the materials from the shop. So the spray paint there costs 105 gems for each one. You need 3. You also have the option to refit your mount, so you can actually change the look of it. So I actually refitted mine to what it looks like now. It does add a bunch of stats there, so as you can see HP, M attack, P attack, some others, and it does cost the materials there. If you click on the material and then go to shop, it'll actually take you right to the item that you want to buy. It does cost gold, as you saw there, but it does add a lot of rating, so make sure you go and do that. The next way to add rating is through your crystals and your core. If you go to your menu tab and then go to your core, you can actually see all the different crystals. There's ice, fire, earth, and wind. You can actually go to the shop and purchase these crystals. It does cost gems, as you saw there. I purchased that one for 48. So you can actually want to level these up to +5. Once you have them all to at least level 5, you do get stat bonuses for each one of those, and then +10 is going to be the same thing. So you want to make sure that you're constantly leveling up those gems. It does add a lot of rating. The next tip is also going to focus on experience. This one is if you go to your events tab and then trial tab. All these quests in here, you want to make sure you do them with your club and or friends. You get a lot more experience, which is going to help you level up quicker if you do these with your club or friend members. So make sure you guys do your trial event tabs with those people. Your skills are very important in Dragon Raja. You can want to make sure you focus on your EX skill. You can actually level that up if you hit the plus icon, and then you can buy these potions if you go to the store. They do cost gems as well. I understand a lot does cost gems in this. If you buy these, you can actually feed it to your EX, and it does level that up, gives it experience, and those abilities and skills do add a lot of rating and damage to your character. It wouldn't be a true MMORPG if it didn't have wardrobe options, so you can change your look. You can go to that by the main tab menu, and then you can go to wardrobe. Each of these wardrobes do add different beauty plus features. So this one's adding output beauty of plus 500. So you definitely want to go to your wardrobe. You can go do earrings, accessories, headwear. The last tip for you is elements. Every class has its own element it needs to focus on. A Blade Master needs to focus on fire, a Gunslinger needs to focus on wind, an Assassin needs to focus on earth, and the soul dancer needs to focus on wins. So when you're building your character and you can transfer stats over, make sure you focus on those for your class. That's everything for this Dragon Raja video. I hope that those tips and tricks helps you guys out in your adventures in Dragon Raja. If this is your first time to my channel, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like as well as subscribe. And with that being said, I will see you next time.